Viewers, please be advised that the SonarFeed is an uncensored broadcast and may not be suitable for all audiences.
You are watching the SonarFeed with your hosts Aaron, Sonar, Riley, Adam, C, Smith, and B, Rail. The SonarFeed comes to you live over Ustream from the Berliner Pub in Linden every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific. Previous episodes may be found online at www.sonarcast.com on YouTube or on iTunes. Now, without further delay, I give you a SonarFeed.
Good evening, folks.
What? Thanks for tuning in.
We are live. Hello
Live.
and welcome to the Berliner Pub.
The special Monday Night Football edition.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. I am even wearing my old Seahawks third kit because I love my third kits.
When I say sea, you say Hawks.
Hawks.
Fuck you all.
All right. Anyway, so we are here having a good time tonight. The game is on over here.
It was on. Something big's gonna happen.
It's delayed over here, so behind us you're gonna hear them cheer, and all of a sudden we're gonna see it over here.
It's gonna be awesome.
It is gonna be a lot of fun. So we're in the third quarter. Well, that'll be over pretty quick. We got a good show for you tonight. We got that. We're back to our roots here.
Yep. We're calling it tic-tac-toe 3 in a row.
Tic-tac-toe 3 in a row.
No
Back
special
to-
guests. No wonky bullshit.
No, we're just gonna go back to basics, nice and quiet this week.
We're gonna do a show.
And we're gonna do a show. Yep.
Basically, we couldn't get any guests. No, that's not true, actually.
Yeah, we actually had a couple guests lined up.
We failed.
No,
No,
we
we
did
didn't fail.
we actually did have guests lined
Yeah,
up.
we had two guests lined up. We have
Special
two
guests.
amazing people. One of them is Dom, and the other one is Stefan Bankson. It's Dom's birthday today. I think that's the only special birthday we have today,
Yeah,
but
that's
we'll
about
think
it.
about that for a minute.
I mean,
Dom and Stefan were going to come on and do a little bit of a birthday roundtable,
Sure.
but we decided that we want to focus only on you, Mr. Birthday Boy.
Oh!
Happy 32nd birthday.
32nd. Let's go 34th.
34th.
Thanks,
okay.
pal. Thanks.
34 years old today.
Yeah. I just want to give a big
Many
shout
more.
out to Stefan. Stefan, I know your car got trashed this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
We all feel bad for you, buddy, and thank God for insurance. So.
Yes, no kidding. So, again, a good show this week. It was kind of a rough week for the Sounders. We'll come back to that in a minute. But it's your birthday. Happy
It is.
birthday.
Thank you.
Cheers a little bit to a nice,
Cheers.
lovely birthday drink there.
Cheers. Happy birthday.
Cheers.
Let's get you a beer, lady.
Prost.
Prost.
So, we got Dom's birthday. We got your birthday. It was my daughter's birthday this weekend.
Yeah, Lily's
A lot of
birthday.
birthdays
Yeah.
this week.
A lot of
I noticed.
birthdays, yes.
You know why? We're all New Year's babies.
Exactly.
Mommy and Bobby, we're doing
Yes.
a little bang, bang, boom, boom.
Someone getting a
January
little
5th,
laid,
baby. Oh, I'm sorry.
Someone's
First.
spitting a little
Yeah,
pipe.
yeah. She was early.
A little pipe.
So, Adam, hello. How are you?
Go Sounders, go.
Good to see you.
See you.
Missed you last week. We're good. We're glad to be back.
Yeah.
I'll be
We haven't even
honest,
seen any
without the
pictures.
talent, it was tough.
Well,
It's harder. But today I'm calling this show the Birthday Massacre because it's one of those weeks that we had where we had an up and a down
Yeah.
for the Sounders.
True.
And there's birthdays. So Birthday Massacre. And that's about all I have to say because my week was fantastic and a Birthday Massacre.
Excellent.
Lee, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I got my new iPhone. I celebrated a birthday. Or I'm celebrating a birthday, I should say. What else happened? I went to a Sounders game.
A couple of them.
Went to another Sounders game.
Yep.
Hung out with my friends.
Yep.
Hung out with some other friends.
Yep. You have other
Yeah,
friends?
what?
You have other friends than us?
No.
Oh, okay, good. I'm just making sure.
But other than that, it was pretty good.
Just checking.
Excellent. Good. Good. Well, good. So now let's jump right into it. You guys know about Rats. You guys know about our wonderful lighting thanks to David Thorson at Thorson Studios.
Studios.
He's on Facebook. He's a great photographer.
He's on the Twitters also.
On the
You
Twitters.
have to be smart.
At Epic Photo Guy.
Yeah. on the Twitters.
FOTO guy.
If you'd like to comment, he's in the chat room right now.
He is. Yes, he is.
Have your senior pics taken there.
Also, by the way, it was Peter's birthday last Thursday. We have
Well, happy
another
birthday,
birthday.
It was
Bon
Peter's
anniversaire,
birthday.
Peter.
Wow, jeez.
That's happy birthday in French. Is bon anniversaire. Happy
Feliz cumpleaños in español.
Yep.
Yep.
Happy birthday in every other language.
Every other language that you can think of.
Wow,
happy
you're a
birthday.
racist.
No. I have Google Translate that I can now talk to and translate automatically, so I don't need to know other languages anymore.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
You are the biggest racist I know.
Yeah, oh yeah. Says the anyways.
But besides Adam, but Adam's an accidental racist.
Wait.
So we know about.
Tolerate that.
You guys know about SonarCast.com.
Oh yeah.
We just put up a music blog today. Mr. Lee over here wrote a couple articles on that one. That one's
blow
going.
your asses off with my next post on that, by the way.
What?
I'm gonna blow their asses off with the next post on the
That's
music
fine.
blog.
That's fine. If they read the about page, they'll know it's about all of us.
I'm gonna work my way right into your ear holes.
That's
Right
good.
into them. Just cram it right into the ear hole.
Yep.
We got Adam the Car Critic still going
A
strong.
new one will be up in the next day or two.
Excellent. We got the video game post going. We got stuff coming out about World of Warcraft, Mist of Pandora, and
Oh,
other
that's
stuff.
tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, tonight or tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night,
yeah. FIFA's coming out.
All
or
kinds of nonsense.
Is FIFA coming out tomorrow?
FIFA.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, T-Ford on FIFA.
Has he got long sleeves?
Short sleeves.
And we will say we're missing someone today that usually is live with us.
Yes.
Kyle.
Kyle, yes.
We don't want to call him out though.
He was hit by a train this
I
weekend.
didn't say his name. I didn't call him out. You guys called him out.
Well,
Everybody knows his name now.
Oh yeah.
He was hit by a train yesterday.
Gervano or Gervin0 on Twitter.
Gervano.
Gervano.
Yeah, Gervano.
He's
Not
dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Dead.
He died.
Hey,
Hit by
hey,
train.
seriously,
He's dead to you?
No. He apparently doesn't care about us. So.
So,
Late warning on that. Not
Sonar
sure.
Rumors is kind of in a quiet period as the MLS and hit its deadline. That'll be back shortly, obviously, as we talked about.
The only real rumors are whether you double-fisted us in the pre-show, but that did not happen. It looked that way, but it didn't really happen.
Well, it really happened.
Oh.
Double fisting and double jerking are two different things, sir.
That's what I was going to say. But
That's the difference between this and this.
I'm not practiced in the arts then.
So we are also running for the King 5 Best Local Podcast, as many of you know.
Which we don't
I
deserve.
believe many of you have voted for us.
Vote again.
Please have your wife, your mother, your father,
Your daughters,
your daughters.
sons.
If you have anyone you know that's incarcerated,
If you're having like a local town hall, get together for politics.
Yeah, anyone that uses the local library,
Yeah.
have them log in and vote for us real quick.
Yep.
Yeah.
We want to blow some people away.
We're also going to be at Oktoberfest this weekend.
What?
Oktoberfest is Friday night from about 4 o'clock until midnight.
Ceremonial tapping by
7 p.m.
by Mayor Adam Smith. I mean Dennis Law will be
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
on Friday.
on Friday night.
We'll be
Yes.
there for that for sure.
But I will be there for that even though I'm not the mayor.
Yes.
Oh no, you'll be plugging holes, all
You
right.
misspoke. Thanks, Lee.
We will be at Renton Oktoberfest on Saturday.
We will.
Time to be determined. We're going to be here.
We will have our own table.
We will have our own table.
With our own sign, you'll be able to see SonarCast.
Yes, you will.
Come down, say hi, get something signed.
Yeah.
We will be here at the Berliner for the away game, the
6
Vancouver
p.m.
game.
6 p.m.
And we'll be back over there for afterwards for
Yeah.
some more drinking.
It's an
'Cause
all-night thing.
Manuela Horn
Manuela
is
Horn.
after the game.
She is.
And we're going back for that.
Let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and fill
That's
out
fun
all
to
our
be there.
listeners, all 5 of our listeners that are listening right now, watchers.
Live.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. If you're coming to Oktoberfest and you do not have a Stein Club membership, go to Groupon right now.
Yes.
Get your $7 admission right now. Save yourselves
lot
money,
of
money.
And then come drink a lot of cold beer with us.
Yes.
All
Yes.
day and all night.
We will be getting a car service that evening to
Yes.
not drive that evening.
We've already
We
ordered-
recommend. Well, it's not ordered yet. It's working. It's in the
We're going to get a
process.
car that's going to drive me home and then drive these 2 silly bastards home.
Yes.
No, I'm coming back down here.
Well, then you're not driving. But so.
You're sleeping in the back of the Berliner.
And then Sunday, the time to be determined too. But our goal is we will be here all 3 days,
We'd like to meet you guys.
and we'll want to bring everybody down we can to see it.
And the event does end at 6 o'clock on Sunday night.
If you
6 o'clock,
ask
yeah.
politely, I may buy you a
Now,
beer.
Brasbit in the chat room thought it was 6 p.m., but on the website, rentonoktoberfest.com, I believe it is, it said 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's saying now 6 p.m., so I may have read it wrong.
Go to
If I read it wrong,
Berliner.com, rent an Oktoberfest.
we will be tweeting it out this week, don't worry.
When we're there, with our table, you'll see our banner. It'll
Yes.
say sonarcast.com.
Yeah.
And while you're at it, if you're bored to death, you can go to YouTube and do a search for our commercials, but don't do that right now.
Yeah, we'll
go
do
to
that in a little
sonorcast.com.
bit. We will retweet all those out again. How's
Yes.
that? Now, I will say we have a dog voted and a squirrel voted for us.
Yes.
So
Have
keep
we had a
going.
dead person
That's
yet?
good. Yeah. I did.
Okay. So yes, last week.
I'm dead to both of you after last week.
Yes, you are.
Or wait a minute, you're both dead to
For
me.
some reason, you couldn't make your Skype connection work, and we had to hang up on you.
You want me to hold him now?
Yeah.
You want me to hold him?
I wore my ring tonight on this hand just in case.
You better knock me out on the first hit, sir.
I plan on it.
Okay.
All right. With that said,
Holy shit.
we're gonna go. We'll be right back.
All right, all you cool cats and kittens out there, the SonarFeed is tracking back. This is the Week in Review.
Got the skills to pay the bills.
All right, folks. That is, as you can see by that, this is the Week in Review.
Lick, lick, lick.
We're going to talk about
Thanks to
everything that happened. Yeah, thank you, Brasman, again, for that wonderful intro. The intro before, the intro now. Thank you.
All
We're going to talk
intros.
about everything that happened this week. We're going to talk a little bit about the Sounders. We're going to talk about the reserves. There was some stuff that happened at both events, some stuff that happened offline, some that happened online. So, with that said, let's jump right into it. Let's jump into the marathon game. Now, did you end up watching it this afternoon like you said you were?
Yes, I watched the whole thing because I didn't make it to the show because I was previously engaged.
Okay.
But I did watch the beginning of it, and when I watched it, it was 1-to-1, and then the lights went out where I was at, and so I had no idea how the.
Oh, you went to the comedy show.
Yes.
Brooks. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who lit our show on fire last week. in
And then
case you
peed on
missed
it to put it out.
And then put it
You
out.
didn't light
Yes,
it out.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Okay, that's enough of that. And back to the marathon. I watched the match. The only I thought we did okay. It wasn't super exciting, except for the thing that really got me on the chip was the Zach Scott header that was called back. I mean, it was completely legit, and it didn't change the game, thankfully, because we won.
That keeper completely embellished that.
He can be scored on. I think he's probably by. I mean, he's easy.
Hey, that's inflammatory, sir.
Sorry, anyone can score on him. That's all I'm saying.
Well, okay, so I was in Costa Rica, which you
What,
informed me was not Honduras. Thank you.
Correct. No, hey, no problem, man.
He said they were saying
I flew to the wrong country. No, I did not.
Thank God you had business there.
I was exactly. It just worked out perfectly. I was there for work, and I went to the bar, Fox Soccer, which I absolutely love you, Fox Soccer.
Oh.
Pick up our show, please. I thought I saw it advertised.
They don't do that real well.
What, that one?
When you do this and say, please on our show,
Oh.
they don't like that.
I watched Zach Galifianakis.
Oh,
Are you
These
going to talk about
visionaries.
the announcers on when you're in, or is that
I'm working on it.
Okay,
So-
if you weren't, I was going to.
I didn't get to watch the game. I got to listen to it on the Sounders FC app. Thank you so much, Sounders FC app, for that wonderful iPhone app. While I was down there, they called it teal, not Super Cyan,
Right.
which I don't understand how this far into Super Cyan you can still call it teal.
A year in.
because they don't know how to spell cyan.
I guess not.
S.
And then down there it was supposed to be on TV, but it wasn't. So whatever. Anyways,
It wasn't on.
I didn't get to see the Zach Scott header that got called back, so
It was the
I have
most
not seen it.
Well, everyone probably saw it, so there's
Yeah.
no reason. But it was basically him versus the keeper.
Right.
He went up, straight up, headed over him. The keeper
Well,
fell
it was,
over without
well, it was
contact.
even worse than that because it was the keeper here. Not that you can see on my hand, but it was the keeper here. There was a guy here, and Zach Scott was right behind them. They were all straight up.
Straight up.
The keeper went up and kind of fell sideways towards his player,
Yeah.
and Zach Scott just went tink. Didn't even touch him.
Didn't
Yeah.
touch him. And the keeper fell, and they
Yeah.
called a penalty.
And
but
then-
Zach Scott had a clear shot.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the Michael Spurning.
I'm sorry, who?
Michael Spurning.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Michael Spurning, the
Oh,
goalkeeper.
gotcha. Our keeper.
Yeah,
Our
keeper.
keeper. It's all Austrian guy.
Sounded like that penalty kick that was called against him was actually a valid penalty kick. I didn't see it, but I heard it was at least not off.
It was a legitimate call. I could see the way the referee would have called it, but it was ticky-tacky.
Okay.
It could have gone either way.
It could have gone in.
And either side was going to be pissed off about the call.
Right.
It kind of reminds me of the Keller one, but Keller got red carded for doing kind of the same thing in
Yeah.
an MLS match.
Yeah.
And so it could have been worse had they,
Yeah. Well, a lot of people that I was following on Twitter that night said I thought he was going off.
Yeah.
They thought he was going to be taken off. So
I don't know. It definitely wasn't red card worthy.
yeah.
But it definitely was. It was definitely borderline. It could have gone either way.
So we've played 3 CCL matches.
Yep.
That's 3. We've had 4 penalty kicks, and we've had 4 goals against us.
That's got to be like ratio-wise. That has to be. I haven't looked the stats up, but to me that's a ridiculous ratio.
Yeah. Now I don't know this for sure, but I thought I read something like we played like 20 or 24 CCL matches, somewhere in that range.
Seems about right.
We've had about 20 penalty kicks. Against us.
Yeah, not total. It's
No,
against
us.
Yeah, we didn't.
Now I don't have the
one of them.
exact facts, but I mean that to me is that's ridiculous. I mean I don't understand.
Can you in the chat room
Fucking
confirm that
racist.
for us real quick? If you're quick on Google, anyone in
Yeah.
the chat room that can throw it in there for us.
Double check, but that's what I thought I read. But
Oh,
So
David's
it
coming.
sounds right.
the game itself, though, I mean, talk about the comeback. We came back, and we won.
We continually look good, and not even playing our. I mean, Eddie Johnson's goal was a beautiful turn and shoot.
Yep.
Ochoa's goal was well timed,
Yep.
and
The unexpected.
Brad Evans' goal. And everybody knows how I feel about Brad Evans.
You love him to death.
I love him.
Teddy
I
bear.
love him like a sister. I want to choke
Yeah.
the fuck out. But he had his header was magical.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
It was magical. It was
It
just
was needed and it was perfect.
man. Mario Martinez was the best investment we could have made into Brad Evans.
Was that one of the best games? Oh yeah. But together, that game, I think, to see them together and Mario, the way he played, he was making. I mean, he's not been bad, but he really stood out in this game to me.
Actually, it was kind of. I actually have an opinion about that because I don't think Mario Martinez played. I really showed off his weaknesses to me because he really played like he wanted to play, like he was in Costa Rica or Honduras.
Yes.
But he was playing with an American team,
Yeah.
and he had a lot of short passes, a lot of miscues.
Yeah.
That you felt like.
Well, he went back to Honduras, though, for the first time.
Sure.
As the hero.
Sure.
From the sound of everything. You saw the pictures and everyone talking to him.
Yeah.
So.
But he didn't dive once.
But here's the funny thing is he had great direction, but we didn't have the right players on the field to do that.
Right.
Had Morrow been on the field, had Alonso been in the entire game, had Freddie been in there, I don't know. I'm sure Tifford speaks German or Spanish, right?
Yes.
I mean, but had those guys been out there, a Flacco or somebody like that, I think it would have completely changed Mario Martinez's dynamic
Now,
on the field.
since we're talking about Mario, can we just
Sure.
talk about how Mario's come in and he is not flopped? He is not given. My biggest concern about him when he came in was he was going to be
Dude,
that.
he is a hefty kid, man.
But he's going to be that South American, Central American player who.
There's none of this.
Flops.
There's not a lot of this. For
No.
him.
No, dude, the kid's
And
got
every ball he puts in the box
is solid.
is solid.
Oh yeah.
The perfectly weighted ball.
Yeah.
And we saw it at the reserve game, which we'll get to in a few minutes, but he's not having that learning curve that we had with Flacco.
No, not at all.
And
He can drop it right in there like Lee when he gets home tonight.
Holy shit. All right then.
wow, that left me
He
speechless.
said he liked it, so I'm off the hook.
That's good. Oh
I'm off
wow.
the mother effing hook.
Yeah.
All right then. So
your
back to the
birthday.
show.
Oh, you got the flashlight for your
it's not-
birthday?
I did get the flashlight for
This
my
isn't
birthday.
about you.
He got the flashlight for his birthday.
I know. It's
Oh, did you buy it for him?
No, he got some oddball version.
Oh, okay.
I can't get a
It
beer.
was the fresh right.
Fresh right.
That's the imported one, the knockoff version?
Yeah.
okay. So let's
It's
move
got
on.
the giant Godzilla teeth in it.
Let's go down now. So we're high here. Let's go down for a minute. Let's
My
talk
balls
about
are in my ass now.
San Jose. Speaking of balls being in your ass.
Oh,
Let's talk about
Could
San
we have
Jose.
looked any more like shit that game?
That's the valley, because we had the peak and then we had the valley.
Yep.
That's why I called this the birthday massacre.
You know
Birthday's
what?
happy, massacre's bad.
I've never seen a team get so deflated by a goal in the first 2 minutes of a game
Oh,
as we were. I mean, it was like 48 seconds in Portland.
Right.
I mean, that's-
Except it was 3 times that, but yeah, it was like that. It was so soon.
But it was a minute and 48 seconds in, right? Something like that.
We couldn't even stop seeing
Yeah, 2
roll on,
minutes in.
Columbia roll on in time, and they
Yeah,
scored on us.
Right. It was I was stunned. So I had my daughter and a couple of her friends. So my viewing activity was less than normal, but I was stunned at that point.
Well, it's a good thing you were already stunned because you were having problems as it was.
Yes.
We'll get to that in a second. Honestly, I just felt like for the guys to know how important this game had to have been, I just don't think we had it there. I don't know because Eddie wasn't there. I don't know if it was because what it was, but we looked lackluster.
Well, there's no one I hate to agree more with Lee, and I hate it when he's right, but he's right. It was a big game. This is MLS. We're first, second, and then the teams that are in the hunt for first, second, third, fourth, we needed to win or draw.
Yeah, I mean, we have a game in hand, but if you look at the standings right now, we went from a solid second all the way down to fourth.
I know.
I know we have games in hand. I know we've got opportunities.
Right.
But that's a huge blow.
I'm used to second place, but third and fourth, no. I will not accept it.
No. Now, so there's a lot of debate there, and I will say I'm a big games in hand guy. The season is not going to end today unless something dramatic happens.
No, you're right.
But so by the way it works, so we would technically play Vancouver in the first round, and the winner would play San Jose right now. We would much rather be second place and not have to play the play-in game.
Right.
Correct.
But one of the things that stood out to me is when you look at our record versus a Salazar, for instance.
Sure.
Bear with me, I'm going to go on a tangent.
Are you going to really mention his name
I
in
am.
this show? Okay.
Salazar!
I don't hate Salazar as much as everybody else does. As a whole, I think he's an asshole, but I don't hate him as a whole.
That's all I wanted.
I think he's a good ref.
Yes.
I think against us in big games and against anybody in big games,
He spent us
he's
over
more
too much.
interested in how awesome he is versus letting the teams play the game.
I like the way you put it.
I think that the Sounders in these big games, our defense is one of the top-ranked defenses in the league. Michael Sperning has the second best by 0.01%, and I think I saw from Dave at Sounder Hart earlier today. Best goals against average.
Sure.
But in our big games, our defense has these momentary lapses that, boom, all of a sudden,
Which I was really disappointed because we started with the defense that I would have liked.
Me too.
Johansson was out
agree.
there, Park, Ianni, and then Leo was out in the wing.
Right. Now,
And
Ianni came out with a groin injury.
Sure, I get that.
So-
he pulled that fairly early in the first half.
Right.
But still, it's just like that was for our players that we have on the team now.
Yeah.
That was my dream lineup on the back end.
Right.
And I actually went the other way with the early goal. I thought that it was going to light a fire under us, and that would be the one that would get us to the 3-1. I thought, between Ziggy's halftime, the way we came out in second halves and kick ass, which we came out and we were relentless in the second half. But I thought that goal early, I was like, oh, now it's on, because we have a good team, and we're at home.
I'll tell you what, there's a player on San Jose that's got our fucking number, man. Simon Dawkins has scored continually against us.
And then the other guy who leads the league in scoring, the one guy you want to be watching.
Dude, that one-on-one was just fucking on. I can't even believe it happened.
Now let's flip it around in SonarFeed fashion here, and let's talk about how about the guy after the match, and we'll come back to the match, but let's talk about the guy who after the match came out and said, yes, I scored that awesome goal because Sammy had a great pass to me. But then I contributed to both of the goals that they scored.
Right.
Steve Zakawani coming out and saying, it's my fault. If I hadn't made those two mistakes, they don't win.
Right.
When I went back and watched it that night, after I got back home at 12:30 at night for some stupid reason.
I don't know why you watched it again, by the way.
He was involved in both of those issues.
Well, they were both on his side of the field,
But I don't know. He touched the ball that led to it.
Sure.
But if Johansson doesn't fucking kick it out, which I don't understand that in 100 years why that happened.
I was sitting on that end and I watched that ball roll out, and the weird thing about it is the effects. I mean, it went out. They had the corner. The corner wasn't successful, but it still resulted
in the play.
A couple plays later, the goal.
Steve played Wando on side.
Sure.
But if Johansson doesn't kick that ball out, there's no issue.
It doesn't happen.
Well.
So but I love Steve though. I love the fact that Steve accepts responsibility. He says, it's my fault. I messed up.
Let's pick this back up here and let's talk about Steve again.
Yeah.
Steve's first goal since April 2011.
Right.
And it was a fucking scorcher.
Only because he hasn't been able to play, but
right. That's what we mean though.
Yeah, no, he came back. I mean, he had an assist in it, and then the goal. I mean, he's
but
already padding his stats.
That goal was pure Steve Zakawani talent there.
That's exactly what. Yeah, and if he's not going to score, then his assist in the game earlier He's exactly this. I mean, one of those things we just need from him: the breaking down to the end line, passing it back, done. And he seems good. He's back. I mean, he's not 100%,
but I'll tell you what, I will take what he's given us right now, and the fact that he is saying it's my fault.
Sure.
That shows that he is ready. He's past the injury. He's past the fear. He's past everything, in my opinion.
No, you're right.
And I am so happy to see that.
And he looked solid.
I'd say at the very least he's saying, even Ochoa, get on my shoulders, I'll carry you across the finish line.
And that pass from Ochoa to him was great, though.
Yeah.
I mean, so in the chat room here, the Sounders did not play their own game.
No.
And we were at the reserve game, which we'll still get to in a few minutes, but at the reserve game, somebody made the comment, now why couldn't we have played like this against San Jose the day before?
Sure.
What they do, though, is that if you look at the stats of a normal NFL football game, since we're watching football, an NFL football game is 60 minutes of actual gameplay.
Sure.
The studies have been done that between 10 and 15 minutes, maybe 15 to 20, depending on the game, are actual plays. Where the ball is in action, the ball is in motion.
Sure.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh, like 15 minutes out of 60.
Out of 60,
yeah,
right?
I'd say that.
Right? San Jose is on the turf for 87.9% of the game.
Sure.
It's an actual fact. I timed it last time.
Sure.
It's not actually a real fact. I make it to made up fact.
It's close
but
to a
It's an
fact.
Aaron fact.
But it's not far off, though. Right. San Jose spends all their time either complaining to the ref, which I'm going to say something controversial. I hate Chris Wondolowski. I think he is a whiny little stupid bitch, and I hate the fucker.
So
all
on
right?
the whole team, that's the guy you pick out, though?
No, but he is supposedly our star. He is the U.S. men's national team future. He is
he's not.
I know he's not, but he is
He's
this
not.
awesome player.
That.
Just bear with me.
Sure.
I'm on a roll.
Okay, don't nut juggle me.
Yeah, he's the nut juggler. What are you doing with that?
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know.
That's a copyright infringement you just did right there.
Damn it. Anyway, but he does nothing more than whine and complain.
Sure.
Our audience is not watching anymore.
No, he doesn't just whine and complain. Sometimes he just jogs right into the right place where the ball happens to be, and one touches the ball into the goal.
Fair enough. But
Well, I mean, he picks up top. He's a cherry picker.
yes.
He doesn't have a. But you're right. I did see it, especially when they were on the Brom end attacking the Brom end.
Yep.
Right.
So your far side.
And at that point, yes.
So
I
you
can
can
definitely
see
see
his ass.
he was
Yeah,
definitely
pretty nice ass,
he
yeah.
was definitely
Some shape.
chattering to the referee all along.
Which for me, even though I was holding up the phone in San Francisco,
Sure.
what got me was that game, watching him. He does not stop talking to the ref and complaining the whole time.
Well, same with Linhart when he came onto the
Oh,
field.
he's right in the ear of the ref. He's right in the ear of the ref immediately. He was being booed before they even held the numbers.
Oh, shit. Don't hit me.
Yeah. He's
Oh, sorry, that was my Lenhart impression.
Well, luckily, if there was
Like, what the fuck did I do to you?
That worked.
luckily there's no turf here. You'd have went all the way
I
down to
know.
the ground. But there's cement under us.
But that is what, to me, Wando, Leonard is an easy one, but Wando is just, I don't like the
Well,
guy.
I said the same thing a long time ago about Shea Salinas.
Yes.
About being a crybaby too.
Yes, we did.
So I mean, you put the 4 or 5 guys in the middle of the field. I mean, Dawkins is like the only respectable person I even see. Bobby Convey.
Right.
When Bobby played for San Jose, I had a lot of respect for him because you would see him pull people off the referees.
Right.
But what?
But Gordon's a piece of shit too, though. I mean, he's awful too.
I'll tell you what the
Jesus.
problem is.
I hate San Jose, I guess.
If we're done with
Really?
this game and we're gonna move on to the reserves,
In a minute.
Okay, well
Almost.
then I'm gonna give you my theory when we get to that point.
Okay, so here's my last comment on the game. My last comment.
All right.
Until I have another one. So,
Can I control your mic from now on?
No.
Where's my board?
no.
I want a board.
So,
Is my mic effed? Who's effed?
no, we're fine.
Oh.
He's trying to shut me off, but I'm keep talking.
Oh, keep
I haven't
talking.
talked on a podcast in 2 weeks. All right, give me a break.
Oh, really?
It
Yeah.
is Lee's birthday, but he can't control the tech right now.
So,
Hey, Price.
Hey, Price. So what
Is
we're
he in
doing?
the house?
Yeah, no, he's on the line.
You're supposed to come have a beer, Ham Hawk.
Anyway, so last thing on this on the game. I almost said Price Hall. So
All price.
no. So Leonard was warming up. He had his hat over his hair, right?
Yeah.
And the lady who sits next to me has no idea who he is, and she goes, "Who's that douchebag over there with his hood up, warming up? Because he's the only guy warming up."
Right away.
So then I yelled at him, "Hey, Sideshow Bob, way to go!" And he smiled and did one of these to us, which I thought was actually kind of a cool thing.
So
and then when he came on,
to
he did.
Bob.
He did. He
He knew
smiled.
what you were talking about.
He did. And when he came on, he did a little bit of this,
Yeah.
a little bit of that, which I will say,
Yep.
that made me. I still hate the fucker, but at least he acknowledged.
I still
the
hate
hate.
that cunty bitch, but
Yeah.
So
We're not
Yeah.
judging you, Price. We're just calling you out.
yeah, not you, Price.
oh no,
Yeah.
Bryce, you're not a bitch.
All right, so
Except
let's
that you're
talk
not
predictions
drinking.
real quick before we go any further,
All
okay?
right. Yep.
CCL. Nobody was right.
The closest.
Well, you know who the closest was?
Yeah, the guy who knows nothing about soccer.
The guy who pissed on the show and lit it on fire with his alcoholic urine.
So let's go to San Jose. Also, there were 3 people right. Kyle, the guy who pissed all over our show, and Adam were correct.
No, they're incorrect. They all predicted Seattle wins.
That's right.
I was
So
predicting.
they had the right score.
Yeah.
I
the right
did
score.
predict a win. I was predicting a win. I always.
Unless, but Leonard did have an aborted fetus late term.
He did. It was right on the field.
Yeah.
It was right above the arc, I think.
The day I predict the Sounders loss is the day I'm off this show.
So anyway, in that case, that means I was the closest.
You were actually.
With a 0-0 draw.
Horseshoes and hand grenades, sir.
Anyway, we're going to try a little harder this week.
Not really.
No.
So that pretty much wraps up, though, the week in review.
No,
though.
we have the reserve game.
Well, there's
Oh,
no,
shit, we have that game, too?
Yeah.
You didn't
Were
make
we
it.
at that game?
I was.
I was. You were drunk.
No, I was on my motorcycle.
You almost didn't remember.
He showed up a little late because he was on his big old hog.
Yeah, you was all,
I
you
was.
know.
He came rolling in. We could hear him about halfway through the first half.
My
Comes
bike's
rolling.
not that loud. I was when I get new pipes and a bigger
He
engine.
was running with the cutouts open. It was illegal.
Well, I have my chaps on with no pants underneath.
Assless chaps.
Totally hanging out, cheekless.
But the reserve game, yeah.
Right when I was eating pizza, and then he fucking shows up in his chaps.
We could see him from about a half mile away getting off his bike. He lifted his leg over the saddle of his bike and he had his assless chaps on.
You guys just like seeing my brown eye. Anyway,
So the reserve game, though, the final score was what, 3-0?
3-0.
3-0, yeah.
Dom Dismuke, whose birthday it is today. If you don't follow him, at Dom Dismuke on Twitter, it's his
You wanna
birthday.
spell
DOMDISMUKE at Twitter.
because they call apparently according to the
Dismuke.
Muke.
Super
Muke,
dumb.
yeah.
It's not Dismuke, it's Dismuke.
So he
Well,
actually
but-
looked really. Dom looked really solid on the field. But I want to go back. I want to talk about Eric Estrada real quick.
David Estrada?
Eric Estrada.
Chips?
Chips.
Oh,
Really?
I want to talk about punch.
Really?
No, I want to talk about David.
You know how often he must get that? He must get that at least 3 times a day.
If I had, oh my god, I wish I would have had the Chips theme song queued up right now. That would
It's
have
on my
been awesome.
computer. We can roll it.
Oh
But
my
no
God.
one wants to hear
So
it.
David Estrada, he looked really. He laid out for a goal he didn't make. It was
From Mario Martinez.
From
That
Mario
was
Martinez.
A beautiful ball.
just
oh
whipped
my
that
god.
ball in, and David just couldn't get quite on the end of it.
And he had just scored before that.
Yeah. And so he would have put up a brace, and I mean that would have been. He had both defenders beat, and just couldn't quite get to the end of the ball, man.
Right.
I was like, holy shit.
But I will say that David Estrada
Eric Estrada.
is an older guy. David Estrada plays for the
Punch.
Sounders.
7
Not
Baker.
what you have.
No, that's a pooch.
Oh, pooch, whatever.
7 Baker 2 and 3.
7 Baker 2-3.
David Estrada's back.
He is
He
back.
looked good.
I think it says about the Sounders, if anything, we've seen Zach Kawani come back from a really bad injury. He's been out a long time. It shows that they don't rush their guys back.
Yeah.
They're not rushing their talent back. Oh, thank you. Just a beer? Oh, all
So-
right, that's cool. Thank you.
The
Yes, please.
reserve game ended up well. Dom DeSmuke played well.
Yeah.
David
Josh-
Estrada played well.
Josh Morris played pretty
Tom
well.
had over
Yeah,
there
Dom
about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Over 30 minutes. Right?
Mario Martinez looked really
Oh,
solid.
he looked great.
Dom got taken out by the keeper. It should have been
Yeah.
a red and a penalty kick, and they didn't call nothing.
Yeah.
Dom, I know you're not watching this. Hopefully you'll watch the replay. Man, we got to get you on some protein shakes or something. We need to put about 10, 15 pounds on you.
Yeah, we do.
No, we just
do.
need, they need better refs too, though, because that was
No,
a
no.
red card and a
But
penalty kick.
no, that was a
not
straight
but
up
just
red
in
card, you're
general,
right.
Dom looks good. He just needs a little bit more bulking up.
I'm not criticizing nobody. Coming from someone who's bulked up,
We have a new guy over here.
Hello.
Oh, over here. Sorry, over there.
live
Do you
on
know
the
him?
internet.
No, we don't.
What's
No.
up? Come on, man. Don't
Yeah.
just walk away.
Yeah.
What's your name?
What's your name? Are you a Sounders fan?
Yeah, I'm a Sounders fan. I'm a Hawks fan and everything else.
Good.
Are you here to
What's
watch
your
the Seahawks?
Steve, my name's Steve.
Steve.
Yeah.
Steve, this is Steve down at the Berliner. Looks like he's having a Veltner's.
Yes, I am.
Excellent. Very good.
Veltons are
Half liter.
Welcome in.
Half
How you
liter
guys
Veltons.
doing?
We're doing good.
Doing very well.
Stopping by. We're broadcasting live on the internet, so be careful what you say.
Yeah.
What's your guys'
forever.
broadcast on the internet?
We talk about soccer and everything else, mostly nonsense.
And now we're going to talk about you for a half hour.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I mean, how do we access to watch this?
Well, here you go. SonarFeed, SonarCast.
This is how you do it, guys. Give it a couple stickers.
SonarFeed.
All right.
All right.
You can
Thank
watch
you,
us
guys.
on your smartphone
Thank you.
right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that's one of the fun things about doing it in the bar,
Oh
obviously.
yeah. Sorry about that. Little interruption.
It's all good
I
though.
finally got my beer after half.
But
All
now,
right.
now that we're signing stuff, we're actually famous.
Exactly. But let's finish up the reserve game, and then we'll go on to the week that's coming ahead.
Sure.
The reserve game was great. It's a different San Jose, obviously, team there. They were
Yeah.
mini floppers, which the crowd was hilarious. I mean, they were all,
Man,
myself included.
there was a lot of 60-year-old men that were really angry about every person that fell on the field.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to say that if you want a personified version of a Sounders match, you come down, you'll hear the most funny, like one person can be heard sometimes.
Yeah.
Somebody's,
Oh, yeah.
And they have some great one-liners. And there's no doubt the refs and the players
Yeah.
can hear them. They
Oh, yeah.
know. They turn around, they're like,
You guys realize we just crossed into a new era though? Well, we are the inception of podcasts. We're plugging the podcast while we're doing the podcast. Thank you, Price and Brasbit, for that.
We are the podcast of podcasts.
this
Yes.
one's for you, Price.
That's awesome. The inception of podcasts.
How's the reception of
So, anyways, reserve game, it was great. It was fun to go to.
good, yeah.
It's the last one of the year. We will be going to some of the U23 or U18 and U16 games.
U16, U18 started on Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us went.
We did not.
I did
no.
not.
None
I
of
think
us
Kyle
went.
did, though.
Kyle
Kyle did
actually
not.
went.
No, he did not.
Kyle didn't go to that one. He's not here tonight.
No.
I question his commitment.
He's having a little baby. You guys know that.
Oh,
So
that's right. The
family
controlled
stuff.
pregnancy.
Yes.
All right.
But
Oh,
they'll be coming out. Well, you'll see us tweet about it. There'll be those games. Will still be at Starfire.
No, they're not all at Starfire.
Well, the ones that will be at Starfire.
Well, there's also other ones locally.
True.
Where they'll play out at Lake Washington High School. They'll
True.
play it out at Sammamish.
We're gonna
Good
be
point.
playing. We're
So-
gonna be playing in U39 out of my car after this match.
That's a whole different kind of soccer than you're talking about.
Sorry.
So,
I was out of it.
So anyway,
all right, let's move on real quick. We will be back in just a few seconds.
Thanks for watching.
The Berliner Pub would like to invite you to Renton's first annual Oktoberfest. Come on down for 3 days of pure German celebration, Bavarian style. We will have true German beers on tap, food, and Oktoberfest bands. The first annual Oktoberfest will take place at the Renton Pavilion September 28th, 29th, and 30th. The Renton Oktoberfest is a 21 and over event.
I'm gonna be ready to tweet out the
Hello, we're back again.
straw poll.
hey.
So, we are going to talk quickly about a couple of things that are coming up this coming week. We have the Vancouver game, the Cascadia, coming up. We have Oktoberfest coming up, which we talked about a little bit at the beginning, but we're talking a little bit more about. And we also want to talk about today, the new scarf designs came out. You guys saw about the straw poll. We had a lot of votes on that on our side.
I'm gonna post the straw poll right now at SonarFeed on Facebook.
Perfect.
On both those polls.
Great.
We're gonna talk about right now.
So there we go. So let's talk about Vancouver first.
No, let's leave that. Let's go.
All right. Let's talk about Oktoberfest first then.
No, let's talk about scarves. Scarves. Let's talk about scarves.
All right. All right.
I want to say Vancouver towards the end.
It's the birthday
All
boy's day.
right.
Let's let the birthday boy make the choice.
So apparently,
Have you seen them all?
I have, yeah. Yeah, because you put them up on my freaking website, asshole.
Oh, yeah, that's right, I did.
Whoa. Wow.
Alliance Council came out with, so one of the things that the Alliance Council is trying to do this year, for those who don't know, democracy in sports. Last year there was a lot of angry people concerned about not being able to get a vote in on the scarf. So Adidas came out with 4 ideas for scarves, presented them to the Alliance Council. There's probably more than 4, but they presented 4 to us
4 is all we
to
got.
vote on. We currently have a poll going right now. It's a straw poll. If you go up to the SonarCast Facebook, so www.facebook.com/SonarFeed,
Yeah, SonarFeed.
you will find it there. You will also find links to it on our Twitter pages,
Facebook.
and our direct Facebooks. So, all right, something happened in a football game. Anyway, so there's 4 designs.
There's a little
All of
throw
them
ball
actually-
going on.
What?
I was just saying there's a little throw ball going on.
Oh, throw ball. Yeah, sorry. I can't keep up with it. It's too slow.
I'm not, yeah. So the scarf designs, there are 4 that we left
There
with.
are 4.
I like number 1 and number 4.
I like number 4. I voted number 4.
I have not voted yet. I want my daughter's opinion because she's one of the members of our season ticket
Sure.
group.
I'm already sensing I'm going to lose, but I liked 1 and 3, and I voted for 3.
See, I like 3.
All 3, actually, all 4 of them were really good.
Yeah.
But I've been really pining for the shale.
Yeah, me too. Because this year was black, and the shale would be nice.
Yeah.
I would really like the shale. But I want to say big shout out to the Alliance Council.
For fighting for this.
Last year during the December meeting, which every year between like Thanksgiving and the first weekend in December, they have an annual meeting for the Sounders. We will all be there this year. Again, I was there last year. It's a great opportunity to go out for that one last hurrah, so to speak. And this year we'll be raising the MLS Cup at that event. Early on prediction. But wow, I like the idea that we're going to have at least a chance to vote on it, not just get what we get. What I want to see next year is the true ability for us to submit a design choice as well.
Yeah, no, that's something I would like to see. I mean, this year alone, we've had some phenomenal scarves come out of the community.
Yes.
And we've had a lot of people just between SonarFeed and Rats and all help us out with some amazing, just out of nowhere, we ask people, and they've contributed. You've seen, whether you know it or not, if you've gone to the Rats site or SonarFeed or whatever, you've seen some amazing designs from people that just pulled them right out of their back pocket who have talent.
Yep.
So there's a lot of talent out there.
Yeah.
That people haven't heard of. So I think if they get this out earlier next year, I didn't know they were taking submissions.
They did not this year.
Well, it's
They were
from
going
Adidas.
to.
These are all Adidas designs.
Yes, correct.
Right.
Like that logo right there, that's a nice logo.
Yeah, we
Who did that?
I
Who did
can't
that?
see it.
Oh yeah, too small.
Yeah, it's kinda
Some of you are
small.
the small ones.
We could
I actually wanted an investment here.
He wanted the one that would cover up his other parts, but
we
anyways.
have 500 of them, so if you
They're
want
nipple
one,
covers.
call the Sonar line.
Did I not tell you that?
No.
They're for the strip club. They're nipple covers.
Okay.
If you want a sticker and you have not got one yet, call the Sonar line at 425-390-4365, and the pipe fitter will mail you one out personally.
Of course, the nut juggler will juggle it first.
It'll be juggled and flipped around by the nut juggler.
Now you told them all about the straw poll, strawpoll.me-3710 also.
Yeah,
It's up on the Facebook.
and Twitter.
On
You
Twitter.
can vote for those.
Yep. All right, now let's talk quickly about standing versus sitting.
So let's talk about your incident this weekend. You actually had an incident in your section.
In my section, it wasn't to me directly.
But in your section,
In my
150,
section,
right?
150.
Okay.
Section 150.
Section
Tell us what happened.
What happened was I had my daughter and her 2 of her friends for the game.
God, they were annoying.
You were annoying. 22 or 24?
22. I'm
right.
sticking with that
All
number.
right, you keep sticking with that number. That's an inside joke. But
I want to point out something. So far on the standing versus sitting poll, not one is sitting.
now we do have a little bit of a biased poll.
That's what all polls are for. They're
Yes.
supposed to be biased.
100% of the people who voted on our poll, which is at strawpoll.me/3677. If you go there right now, I'll put that out there as well.
I'm voting that we all get free Corvettes. It's biased. Polls are always biased. It's how they're framed.
Fair enough. So, anyways, what happened was basically that we sit in a section that since day one of the MLS, I have stood up the entire time. Occasionally, with the kids, I will sit down when I'm talking to them or helping them out, but I stand up. That's what we do.
Right.
And the ushers and the people at the stadium have always said, if you want to stand up, you stand up. One of the gentlemen in my section had a guy behind him, push him, have a physical altercation. I did not see it. I did not witness it. I'm going off what he told me. He got the people up above, the ushers. Linda, one of them, who has been our usher for years, she said, nope. And then some other lady from up above, the assistant to the vice president, or I don't know, whatever, that's an office reference, but
The president's assistant.
some awful new person said, nope, majority rules. So now all of a sudden, majority rules in how we sit or we stand.
Well, then everyone has to stand according to majority rules. If
Well,
they take all
what you tell me, what does the actual majority mean?
Well, if it's the whole stadium, you stand.
No. What if there's 5 people in your section and 2 are standing and 3 are sitting? Does 3 sit?
Simple majority.
No, but hold on.
Unless
What if
someone
all 3 of those people?
filibusters
What if all 3 of those people are people who bought them off scalpers? Do we have to listen to the 3
Then they
who
have to
just
go,
for the first time showed up?
Then they have to move in front of you.
What if you're in the first row?
It's up to them to
What
get
if
the
you're in
fuck
the
out.
first row?
Sorry, I cursed.
You know
I
what?
might have just won the cursing belt.
My whole opinion about this is I wholeheartedly am going to support everybody who wants to stand in the stadium.
They need
because,
to, yes.
Because you know what? If there's somebody that wants to sit, there's an usher that should be able to take that person and put them in an equivalent seat to what they paid for.
We're doing a thing called a live show, so if you're tweeting or calling me right now, I know you don't really care about me.
Somebody calling you? You have a date tonight?
I don't know. It just rang
That's
my
usually
nuts.
what happens on show
My
nights
nuts got
now.
buzzed about 8 times.
Okay, so I agree. My thing is the people who sit behind me are transient. They're never the same. I'm not talking transient. No.
No cash and they can't prove any
No,
residency.
I have not had 2 people sit behind me ever the same.
That's bullshit.
And they're complaining, or other people complain. That's not right.
Goddamn kids, get out of my
Let me get
section.
really far back from my
Yes.
That's bullshit.
Exactly. Get out of my section.
Get out of my section. Stand or get the F out. GTFO.
So the so when I talked to the ticket rep, they called me today.
Oh, they did call you today?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good.
It was kind of one of those calls that I laughed a little bit and said, really? This is how we're going to do this?
Right.
And then finally, when I said, well, I'm not sitting. Until you tell me that I can't sit,
You're
and I'm
gonna
in a sitting
kick me
section,
out.
you cannot sit.
So what did they say?
Okay.
Yeah, that's
We'll
what
kick
happened
you
to
out?
me too.
No.
No. That happened to me once too. It was the same answer. I was like, you're gonna kick me out or I get a stand.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm not standing.
Well, I mean, I
I'm not
have the same problem in my section. So my section, I sit in club 234. You guys have seen the videos from section 234. They're all over YouTube. We take up the last 4 rows. And we've all become really close friends because of the Sounders.
Yeah. Right.
So we all have a relationship. We know what's going on.
Yeah.
But the seats between myself, which I am the last of the 4 rows closest to the field, so about 16 rows. I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. I know the Sounders are going to hate me for this, but Great Clips, who's one of their sponsors for the stadium, has those seats in front of me, okay? And those people are very transient. And they come up and they get in our face when we do things we've been doing for 4 years.
I think they should put the transients in the hawk's nest.
No, I don't care where they put them.
No, I don't. But they should put them somewhere.
I mean, the fact is,
Other than just random.
Peter's talking about an incident that happened in 121, which is a supporter section.
121 is absolutely ridiculous.
Well,
But
okay.
it's ridiculous everywhere. The front office needs to get a hold of this.
But now what they're saying is that their opinion is that they have done a fairly decent job at educating people, which I would agree with.
Yes, I will agree with you.
I agree with. But what they need to do is they need to make a stand. If they're going to have a commercial and a whole series of events that talk about standing for my full 90, I don't want to give my full 10 minutes as if I'm in the NFL game. I want to give my full 90.
You stand up and third down for 10 seconds.
What
Now
they're
you have
telling
a- you have a
people
good
is that
point
if the
there.
ball is coming towards you, you can stand.
That's bullshit.
What if the ball's going that way and it's my goal going that way?
Yeah,
I
because they
can't
switched
stand.
sides during the half.
That's bullshit.
So-
because
that's
no one's
bullshit.
noticed.
No, but that's what the usher said last week.
Just
Okay,
in case
you
no
know
one
what?
noticed, at halftime they do switch
I would
to
go ahead and say
sides.
this. I've noticed it this year. There's the new fan experience concierge that are walking up and down,
Yes.
and they have nothing but hatred on their face.
I know.
They are doing nothing but looking for people to kick out. Fan experience my ass.
No.
Guess how much money
But this
between
is
three
where
of us, we've spent how much money
Season
on our
ticket
tickets?
holders.
Now, what we're going to do is that this is a discussion we're going to keep going on. The Alliance Council was wonderful on Saturday night. The Sounders FC Twitter social media aspect was wonderful. They got a hold of me right away. So it wasn't my issue.
So
it was
how
my
can we-
section.
Then how? I mean, let's think about it. We've had a lot of issues this year. Go Sounder, go.
That's
This
awesome.
incident-
Go Sounders Go is awesome.
We got the flag. We got the whole flag
flag
argument
waving
coming back up in the supporter sections. These are the same fights we had in 2009 and 2010
I know.
that we squashed. And we had no issues with last year.
Right.
I mean, are we that good at communicators now?
No, I think what's happening is I think you have a transition in the people who are coming to the events. You have more and more people buying tickets because there are a number of tickets.
Sure.
And those people are selling them, they're scalping them, or their companies
They
buying them.
need some motherfucking education.
We do. And this is the
So how do
problem.
we do that?
And it's not our job. The SonarFeed would like to, but we don't reach that many people.
Well, it's not our job.
We're gonna keep
but
bringing
it's our
it up.
job. We're gonna do it, but we need help.
Well, I don't want this show to become the cross-bearing fucking sit-stand conversation. I don't want it to be that.
Every week.
Right.
No.
Every week.
No.
I'm standing
Fuck
up.
it, I'm done.
I'm standing up.
What?
I'm standing up for the rest of the show.
Oh.
In protest.
Come on.
Okay, bye. It worked. It worked. All right. No, we're not going to be the only one. It's not going to be the only focus.
I
right?
stand.
But
it hurts to stand for me, and I
know.
stand.
All right, so let's talk about. This is a good topic to bring up. I think we will bring it up a couple more times this season. Because we have to.
Which one? Oh, yes, this one. We will. This will not die.
No.
But it's not going to be the only focus. I just want to make sure that it's talked about. So let's move on.
Cascadia Cup.
Yes.
Cascadia Cup. But we'll to
That's next on the list, right?
backtrack
Yes.
for 5 seconds. Please, if you go vote on the straw poll.
Yeah.
We have it on Facebook and Twitter. Done. Moving forward.
Go vote.
Go vote.
Oktoberfest. We're going to be Oktoberfest.
We're going to be there. You'll see all
Come
of us.
down to the Berliner and watch at, was it 6 p.m. on
6
Saturday?
p.m. We'll
Are
be
we
back
going to be
here.
wearing
Here?
SonarFeed or Sounder kits? You'll be seeing
Oh,
Sounder.
here I'll be Sounders kid.
We'll be wearing Sounder kit. You'll notice us.
I'm not sure there yet.
At Berliner, at the Berliner Oktoberfest, we will be wearing SonarFeed gear.
Okay.
And/or Sounders gear.
Or both.
We'll be handing out stickers, and if you're lucky, you'll get a free brew. If you ask
We
the
will
right,
we'll be signing autographs.
if you can recognize these ugly mugs, I might buy you a free beer.
Adam, I actually owe 2 people free beers.
Come on down.
22 or 24?
Come down and
22.
have free brews, and and we may be helping other. We may volunteer because we have a table with SonarFeed with our big sign on there. We're going to try to help Berliner out.
If you need assistance while you're there, we will be your seeing iDog to a cab.
Yep.
Yeah. Although, even if you want to see other parts of Renton for some reason.
Do not drink and drive.
If you're actually looking for an experience, come on down.
Look
we
for
will
us.
help you get transportation out. There are hotel packages available. Dennis, who runs the Berliner here, he will be he wants to ensure that people have a great experience and stay safe.
Yep.
We will bend over backwards to make sure anyone that comes down here, even if you travel 10 or 20 miles, we'll make sure you're okay.
Yep.
We'll make sure you're taken care of, alcohol or overnight-wise, or getting a ride home. Come down and have fun.
Okay.
If Adam slips you a roofie, you're on your own.
If I slip you a roofie, then you're a very lucky man.
Cascadia.
Cascadia.
Who
So-
said Cascadia?
I did.
All right.
The game this weekend means a lot.
No,
If-
it means everything.
If we lose this game,
It's done.
we leave the cup up there and it drives to Portland
Because we took it from them last year.
in
right?
Vancouver.
They had to hand it over to us.
I know. We don't want that to happen.
No.
We will be here.
Vancouver, not a bad team.
They're not. They won. They got off the rot, as it were, today. Which, getting off the rot, that's an interesting piece.
Where did you get that lingo from?
You put the result poll up, not the actual poll.
Well, take the R
Take
off,
the
you
R.
fuckers. This
Some
is
people
live.
don't know.
Take the R off the link, and then you'll be fine. I'm 1.5 liters
What would you
in.
say is the result?
Jesus.
For Saturday?
Yes. Jumping right into the result.
Actually,
Relax.
Dane Richards is out, suspension. I'm going to go.
joking.
What is he babbling about over there?
You're fine. Just review your results.
I'm getting this. We apparently have a lot of stickers.
Actually, I
to
think the Sounders are going up north with a vengeance.
Yes, I agree.
I want to go 3-1. That's my prediction.
Wow. Holy cow. 3-1?
Sounders, yes.
Jesus.
3-1 Sounders?
Yeah, wow.
That actually looks good.
It does look good there.
So he said 3-1 Sounders. I know we're going to win. I just don't know how many we're going to win by. I have a feeling Ziggy Schmidt, smartest, genius American coach that we have of the present era. Almost like Harry Potter's the greatest wizard of our era.
Yeah.
Ziggy Schmidt is that of American soccer. He will do what he has to do. He knows we need to win this one.
Yes.
We're going to see full firepower. We're going to win. I just don't know what it's by. 2-1, 3-1.
Pick a number.
I hate to agree with Lee, but I'm going to go with Lee. I'm going to go 3-1, so we'll both be right. This is the game theory. Sorry, Lee, I've played game theory. That's sorry.
So I think that we have the best goalkeeper in the league, although you two don't seem to think we do.
Oh, okay. No, you're going to say 0. I already know where this is going. Lee, do you see where this is going?
Yeah, I see exactly where
All
it's
right.
going. Somebody hasn't seen his predictions over the. He's been letting in goals like they're fucking water,
But
man.
it's not his fault.
Not him, though.
Doesn't matter. He's getting scored on.
There's 4 people.
Hey, Bryce.
I like how he stays in the room.
2-0.
Price wore his Cascadia
I love
vest
it. I
over
love
just
it.
in case Sperning shows up.
I love it. It's a 2-0.
Michael, if you're watching, come on down. I'll buy a brew. 2-0.
We will be doing 2-0.
All right.
We're going to do a live show this weekend
You
at some
got that
point.
lead?
I got it all.
All right.
I'm sharing it right now.
We're going to do a live show this weekend. The Cascadia will likely be part of that, I'm guessing. It's not a specific Cascadia show, but we'll talk a lot more about Cascadia.
And it doesn't include San Jose, no matter how
You guys
bad San
have
Jose wants to be.
Any
included.
more thoughts on the week that was, the week that is, what's
The
happening
week
coming
that was
forward?
or the week that is? No, I was going to say, well, if I could just say about the reserves match.
Yeah.
The reserves match to me was more
David
a
said 3-0.
referendum on basically the reserves for San Jose are the Leonard school of wasting time and flopping. They appear to be paying a lot of attention to him. They seem to notice that he's not being called for the time wasting and flopping. So they're passing it on down the lineage, and these guys that have come off of this reserve team of 11 plus are going to be time wasters and floppers from the Leonard school of diving,
Yep.
time wasting, and flopping.
Yep.
Add them out.
Okay.
What?
That's good. No, I agree. Any other thoughts on the game?
Now it's on
On
you.
the
On the week,
Cascadia, whatever.
I want to say
I have to pee, but I have an eye on
Freddie
the
Adu put up a brace this week.
Who?
Freddie Adu. I know, a weird name to sit there and throw out.
Freddie Adu?
Freddie Adu put up a brace this week.
He did?
Yes. I know.
God, I totally missed that.
I know.
What did Freddie do?
Freddie Adu.
Oh, sorry.
He Adu'd it, got a brace.
Oh,
Wow.
I do.
I do.
One
know that
off
one.
a penalty kick. I didn't realize that.
I'm a big Freddie Adu fan, always have been.
Okay.
So, it's really getting weird, in the East right now for playoff spots.
Yeah.
It's something you guys really want to pay attention to, because much like last season, I have a feeling that the East is going to pop up some kind of strange amalgamation of a team
Yeah.
right at the end. That's not going to be the Red Bulls.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be Kansas City.
Yep.
I think Kansas City, I'm sorry, Nielsen's going down. That sticky ass tongue of his, I just want to rip it out of his mouth and use it as a chameleon toy.
Nielsen is going down. That sticky ass tongue of his is going down.
I don't even know what to say to that one.
I'm
All right.
done.
We're going into Stonar stumping time. We'll be right back.
Stump the sonar.
Alrighty, boys and girls, you know what time it is. It's time to send in your questions and observations because this is Sonar Stumping Time.
We're back.
All right. So we have a couple of questions here in the chat room. I think are good ones that we want to talk about. If you have any other questions, give it to us now.
What do we got
The
here?
first one is, does Hanneman make an appearance before the end of the season?
Yes.
Reserves or first team?
Doesn't matter.
First team.
Whatever.
Yes. Oh,
in
yes.
the first team? Where you
He'll make a
CCL?
I'd say a CCL or a reserves match.
Or reserves are done.
He'll play
Reserves
first
are
team.
done.
Then it's a CCL. Yeah, there's nothing going on here other than Sounders talk right now. So
It'll be a first team game. I don't know whether it'll be an MLS game or a CCL game.
I think it may be a very special thing if we wrap something up like a Keller game.
Yeah.
He plans to be around longer than this year from his interviews.
Yeah.
I think we will definitely see him before the end of the year, and he will get a huge ovation.
Yeah.
Sure.
Not maybe equaling Zakawani or anything like that, but it'll be huge.
If we lock up second place before the last game of the season against LA, he will play that game.
Wow. Okay.
I'll make that prediction. If we lock it up, it's way too far away for that.
I agree with Lee.
I think it's good. I agree. I think he'll play too. I think he's a good signing.
Yeah.
I think he's a good signing for this year and potentially for next year.
Yeah.
I think he's a good chance to get him to retire as a Sounder, which I'm happy about.
Well, either way,
I-
he's going to retire as a Sounder.
I think he has some good value before then too.
He has a great value. I mean, right now he can go into player coach if he wanted to.
Absolutely.
I mean, we have a great. You think about the heritage we have in goalkeeper right now. Just think if you go to practice one day and Casey Keller decides to throw on his goalie pants and go out there and whoop your ass with a tie on.
That's the thing. Not that I think that would be pleasant, but I agree with Lee on the other part. I think Hanneman's gonna be back. Besides just playing, he's another person that could be a part of the Sounders organization.
Yeah, for a long time to
after
come.
he's done off the pitch.
But I also think that's his long-term goal.
Yeah.
And I think it should be one of his. I think
I wouldn't be surprised if once he does retire, if it's not this year, next year, he goes into the scouting squad. He's got so much influence in what he's done in Europe for, 10 years, 12 years now?
Yeah.
No, 11 years. No, 96. So
close enough.
Yeah.
A hell of a long time.
8 to 12 years, good enough.
Blah, blah. More
right.
experience than me.
All right.
You're close enough for me, sir.
T. Peter 100 asks, might have missed this conversation, but is it better to get EJ and Alonso, the question I'm trying to read, thank you for moving the mic, stop touching the computer, thank you very much. Jesus
I
Christ.
have to use the men's room, let's move along.
Then go use
I'm
the men's
trying
room.
to ask the question, and I would have been done by now, and the question would have been answered, and the show would have been over. But now I'm going to make it extend longer, and I'm going to do a very big monologue.
Please take me home.
All right.
My sincerest apologies.
Might it be better for EJ and Alonso to get their yellow card suspension out of the way now, as opposed to later in the season?
Well, EJ's got his.
He's done.
He's done.
Well, but if he gets 2 more, then it comes back again. Or 3 more. Sorry, 3 more.
EJ doesn't get a lot of yellows unless he takes his shirt off, so I'm okay with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a grown-ass man.
But Alonso's position almost demands yellow cards. So, what do you make of that? That's the harder question.
Yep.
It's not EJ, it's Alonso's the question.
Right. I agree. But is it better to get it done now than versus later? And the reality is, it
No,
doesn't
no,
reset.
it's not.
Does it reset at the
That's like
MLS
assuming you're
playoffs?
going to lose a leg someday in your life, so you might as well just cut it off now and hope it doesn't happen in the future.
No, we need to just sit there. Eddie and Freddie need to play their games. If they get suspended, they get suspended. Or Alonso. Montero is also on a card.
Oh, he is too. You're right.
So, I mean, it doesn't matter who it is.
Alonso, he's just got to play his game. If he gets it, he gets it, because that's what he does.
But
He
the
plays
backup
that
to
game.
Alonso is scary. For Carrasco.
You have this thing against Carrasco, which you even mentioned it yesterday during the reserve game.
I said that I'm not happy with the way he's played the last 2 games.
Okay, but think about it. We still have Evans and Tifford that we can put in there. So we don't have to play
I agree.
Carrasco.
I agree.
I mean, Alex Morgan's not going to be happy about that.
But she didn't even cheer when he came out yesterday.
Well, I wouldn't have cheered either.
So
Well, she was over on. She was on the other.
I was watching.
Well, she's at the game. She's at the Seahawks game right now. She can't hear us.
Yeah, exactly.
She'd stand out like a sore thumb unless you have a telescopic photo lens like you do. I didn't see her. I have really good eyes. I didn't really
I have
see her.
telephoto lens.
Telephoto lens. I
Wow.
have really good
All right,
eyes.
all
and I
right,
can
all right,
penetrate.
all right.
How do you think I know what Lee does at night?
Oh, I know.
Well, it could have been the camera I installed in his bedroom, but that's a whole
And the
other story.
microphone under his
Yeah,
bed.
whatever.
Yeah, well, he doesn't know about that yet.
He does now.
What are you looking at? My
Oh, I
nuts?
forgot it's Lee's birthday tonight. We need to remember to tune in. Sorry, brother.
All right. So if anybody have any last minute questions, how about you guys?
You
Any
know, it
last
doesn't have to
thoughts?
be about the Sounders. You can stump
Our new
us.
guest arrived. Do you have any questions for us while you're sitting here? No.
Stump us.
it's good.
It doesn't have to be about. It doesn't have to be about soccer. Stump us with anything. Cars, music,
Well,
world
and the
history.
Seahawks
Stump us
appear to have
now.
just
Stump
lost the
me.
game.
Stump me, bitches.
All right, so outside of my being my birthday here, do we have anything else we want to cover this week?
I don't think so. Let me check my list. No. I think I'm good.
All right.
I think we got it. We got birthday wishes. We got the
After
playoffs coming up.
midnight.
Well, we got the playoffs coming up in the remaining schedule, right? We only have a few games left. We have one more game.
We have
in
we
the
have
CCL.
we have a busy month going in
No,
October.
I know we do, but we have one more CCL match, which
doesn't matter.
It does though. They rank you 1 to 8 based on how you finish your CCL record,
Your
group
record.
stage.
Right. We have 9 points.
Right, but if we lose this game and don't care about it, we could drop from 1 to 8.
The
or 7
Sounders
or
are
6.
in it.
No, actually, I can tell you automatically it won't be 7 or 6.
I don't think it will be
The
either. but
Sounders
it
are
is-
in
be
the
in the top
top 5.
5.
We're in
If you look at the
PCL
other
for the
groups.
long haul. We're going to play our first team as best we can with injuries.
I think
No, we're not. I don't think we're going to play
I
our
think
first
we're
team.
gonna.
I don't think so.
I think we'll play our A- team. Our
I
team.
seriously
A
doubt it.
minus is the same as
I
the
seriously
8.
doubt it. We're bringing Carrasco.
Oh, so we're playing our F team?
Yes.
I'm
Seriously,
kidding.
no,
I'm kidding.
I'm-
I don't hate Carrasco. I didn't think he played well down in Marathon.
I mean, yeah, Ochoa's going to play.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
We're not going to. Estrada will play for sure.
That's fine.
Zach Kawani will get minutes. But
Fine. So you're not convincing me that we're not playing like our strong team.
Lee's got me convinced. No, and I was already with him, but it was easy to convince me. You're just being the hardcore anchor man, Will McAvoy.
Are you quitting?
Will McAvoy.
Are you rage quitting? Oh my God,
quit.
the birthday boy is rage quitting.
We've had the first rage quit, and he's still an hour and a half away from getting laid on his birthday.
All right, folks.
Rage quit. Short show.
It was a pleasure coming back to visit with you. We appreciate everybody, even though while the Seahawks are losing here, it looks
You
like.
guys don't have any more stump
We
questions?
appreciate
seriously?
you coming out, watching the show. Your feedback throughout the week, etc., is wonderful. Thank you very much for that.
Thanks again to David for supplying the lights.
David, thank you.
Thorson Studios.
Adam.
Thorson Studios.
For stressing out before the show.
I was the first one here. I just had to set some of this stuff up, but I'm not an expert. I'm not a professional.
Happy birthday, boy.
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh, he gets a hug and I get the handshake?
What's your birthday?
That's racist.
Oh, here you go. Make me a sandwich. Oh, shit.
Oh, we already did that.
That was Kansas City.
That's why you're the meat packer.
Yeah.
Dick in the middle.
Dick in the middle. We appreciate everybody coming in.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Dom.
Happy birthday, Super Dom. Oh, and just a quick shout out to my shirt. I love sriracha. Gotta love the cock sauce. It's actually Matt Inman's birthday today, or the oatmeal.com.
Cock sauce?
Cock sauce.
I have to use the men's room. I'm sorry, I'm a little behind.
Go.
We love you guys. We'll be right back with the post-game show.
Post-game show coming up.
Does he get it?
He doesn't,
Why not?
because he broke the rules.
What rules? We didn't see any rules, did we, Charlie?
Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. You lose a contract signed by him. You get washed. You get sterilized. You get nothing. Good day. You lose. Wrong, sir, wrong. I said wrong, sir, wrong. You get wrong, sir, wrong. I said wrong, sir, wrong. You lose. Black and white, black and white, all there. Black and white, black and white, all there. Black and white, black and white, all there. Black clear as crystal. You lose. Good day, good day, nothing. You lose. Get good day, good day, nothing. You lose. Get good day, good day, nothing. You lose. Get good day, good day, nothing. You lose. You get nothing. You get you get nothing. You get you get nothing. Clear as crystal. You lose. Black and white, all there. Black and white, all there. Black and white, all there. Black clear as crystal. You lose. Fax mentis incendium gloria culpum memo bis punitor della